Lucky as a character is somebody who has an incredible gift, but that gift comes at the cost of other people. So anytime she pulls a con, it's usually to the detriment of somebody else. I like to believe that she's a good person. You definitely see her do some morally ambiguous things in this show. Because Lucky is a very good confidence artist, I still had to make sure that you as the audience felt like you knew her and were rooting for her. And so every day I kind of had to turn the dial on, okay, how much do I want to pretend and believe in the fake storyline and how much do I want to let the audience in? As both the star and executive producer, I loved every second of making Lucky. I thought it was such an interesting way of coming into a character because I got to build all the world around her first and then just insert myself in. So it was fabulous. I can't wait to do it again.
Diabolical, sociopathic, kind of like me. No, I'm kidding. No, she's a wonderful character. She's very complex, but she doesn't have a very good moral compass, let me put it that way. I like the history that she had and the fact that she was fighting for her son to a degree and really mainly fighting for money. And I thought it sounded like a really fun ride, and it was. I would describe it as a thrill ride, funny, and dangerous.
The thing I think that sets this series apart from other action series is just the amount of heart at the center of it. It's like the chemistry between all the characters, the relationships, the stakes. It makes the action pieces like that much more dynamic because you understand all the love and what's at stake in the center of it.
Harris Dutch, well, I work for Annette's character, and I take care of some business for her. I'm the ultimate handyman. Let's just call him that.
You know, after I watch this tonight, I'm going to tell you exactly the right answer to what you just asked me about what makes Wayne Whittaker such an interesting guy. I'll tell you one thing, when I originally read the first 2 episodes, Wayne doesn't show up till near the second, but it's the way that everyone talked about him and referenced him that I thought, wow, who is this guy? I mean, what is he going to be like when we first get a chance to see him? First of all, if it's not on the page, it's not on the stage. It's all about the writing, and the scripts were incredibly well written. I'm a real fan of Cassie, one of our co-showrunners, and she was wonderful and on set all the time. But, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy, Timothy Oliphant, who I worked with years ago in Go, and Annette Bening, who I'd never met or worked with. But you start to put all of these elements together, and you know, that's what makes something, you know, a worthy journey.
Cary's the other half to our title character, Lucky, and comes from a bit of a strange kind of troubled past. And him and Lucky find each other and have found some kind of peace and resolution with each other. Anya drew me to the role. She reached out and kind of pitched this to me and told me that she wanted me to be a part of it. And then, of course, reading the script, Jonathan Tropper and Cassie Pappas kind of leading this, it was a no-brainer. I was like, of course. Lucky in 3 words. Exhilarating. Las Vegas. That's 2 words. Exhilarating, Las Vegas. Those are my 3 words.
Marissa's book, Lucky, was just such a page-turner. It came to life in my mind, and I was like, this has got to be a TV show. It's just jam-packed with action. It was 2 of the most unique characters. I thought the relationship with Lucky and her dad was so singular. I'd never seen anything like that in a book, and I thought, really hadn't seen a great female con artist on film in a long time. I mean, it actually brought to mind Annette Bening's character in The Grifters. And I thought, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to bring this to life? I'm so proud of the show. It is so good. I think people are going to lose their minds. It is just action-packed, and you can't wait till the next episode. And it's a really fun binge, too.
You know, Lucky is about a woman who was raised by her father in a life of crime to be a con woman, who's been trained to think that way and see the world that way, and is reaching a point in her life where she's trying really hard to get away from that and discovering it's much harder than she thought it would be. It's much more of a gritty suspense drama that happens to have some action in it. So I think what sets it apart is Anya, her performance, and this character who we go into really deeply.
I think because we have 3 women at the lead. Like we have our heroine, Anya Taylor-Joy is on the run. You've got a dogged FBI agent, Anya Taylor-Joy on her heels, and you've got this sneaky mob boss played by Annette Bening. And I truly have never seen that crime thriller trope done before with 3 women at the lead.
The way it feels to have your best-selling book turned into a series is like you're in a dream that you felt that you should never dare to have, but I always did. I always felt that Lucky was destined for TV. There are so many powerful scenes where particularly female characters suddenly realize what power they have. And I want the takeaway to be like, I don't have to give up on myself. I don't have to go along with things the way they've always been. Like, I have a second chance. And even if I have to, take matters into my own hands, just doing that.
It's like a dream, right? You've got like Anya to start with, and then Drew Starkey, and like Annette Bening, and Timothy Oliphant, and Anya Taylor. Like, I mean, it was like a series of rock stars. It was the most fun I've had making something, which isn't always what you want, but it was like, even in the heat of the desert and doing split nights in Vegas, it was incredible.
Lucky is a crime thriller. It's like almost in the vein of The Grifters or some of the great LA crime thrillers that have existed. Edge of your seat thriller. The bench was so deep, like to work with Annette and Ingenue and Tim, it was just great.
The thing that initially drew me and Reese to this amazing project is the character of Lucky. We read Marissa Stapley's book, and we just felt like this character was so extraordinary and the story was so undeniable. We knew it had to be a show, and then we just made it our business to turn it into one with the help of everybody at Apple TV. The thing that sets this show apart is the fact that it has an amazing woman at the center of it. It's kind of like an action movie, but instead of it being Matt Damon or Ben Affleck or Keanu Reeves, it's Anya Taylor-Joy, and she is unbelievable. I can't wait for people to see her in this role.